I played Kombat League and Mortal Kombat 1 for real. For the second time. If you're wondering when the first time I played ranked matches, it was over a year ago, and the experience was rough. Couldn't even get past apprentice. Fast forward a year later, I took ranked seriously and the results were way more significant than the first. I didn't give myself a week to play ranked, nor did I plan to do 100 matches to see where I land. I was going to play ranked until the season ended, and I had around 10 days left to rank up by the time I started. For my team, I went in with Kung Lao and Serena. The pros of this team are more projectiles. Serena's back cameo move is a projectile summon move that hits high. It's great for hit confirming into Lao's back 2-4 as it's punishable on block at -13. Her two ambush moves are neutral cameo, which takes the opponent's meter away, and down cameo, which not only gains meter for me, but also a damage buff too. Combining that with Lao's EX down back 2, and you can do it up to 6 times. The cons are not having an ambush move that can keep me safe if I throw an unsafe move. Her projectiles are high, which means they can be ducked. I felt confident with my skills after playing a bunch of casual matches with this team, and a day later, the Kombat League journey began. It was October 8th, 2025, and my first match was against a Molina striker player who was at combatant.
Come on, ready with the destruction, man. You ready for destruction? Destruction and demolition.
The first round begins with me getting the first hit with Serena's projectiles, but I couldn't continue the combo. As you can tell, this guy wasn't whipping crazy combos, but he did get some hits on me. He made the dumb move of doing his fatal blow without hit confirming. Thankfully, I was already blocking before he could get a hit on me. I didn't have Serena's projectiles at the ready to punish him for it, but I took the first round with a classic uppercut.
That ain't nothing.
The second round begins with the Molina player successfully punishing me with a jump kick. He then had me in the corner, but I managed to get out. There were a lot of times when I countered this guy as he was waking up with ball roll. Here, I used back 2-4 to counter him, but he broke out of it. After I landed a jump kick, he tried to wake up with ball roll, but I countered him with Lao's 2-1-2, and I almost had the combo until I dropped it. We then moved to the left corner, and he made the mistake of down teleporting as I blocked it. I didn't punish him on time, but I countered him with Lao's 2-1-2 string as the last hit connected, and I brutally took the first set.
You suck.
We began the second set, and round 1 starts with the Molina player getting the first hit. He still wasn't throwing combos, but he got me in the right corner and wrecked me in the first round. Round 2 begins, and neither of us was hitting combos till near the end. He once again threw out his fatal blow without hit confirming, and I did manage to punish him with Serena's projectiles, gaining me the win. The final round began, and it was all or nothing. The Molina player may have cuffed me, but got punished for down teleporting. He then tried to ball roll out of the corner, but I countered him with Lao's back 2-4 and continued it with a 50% combo. He had the meter to break, but decided not to for some reason. The round ended with me catching the Molina player with Serena's projectiles. A good start to the ranked journey, and it was only going to get harder from here.
Kung Lao wins.
I then reached a match where I had the chance to rank up to combatant. The only thing that was concerning was that the ping was too high despite my opponent having a wired connection. This was a Johnny Serena player who was at champion. I would think this would be a challenging fight, but let's just say he was being a bit too predictable. Yeah, I managed to do 11 up blocks throughout all 3 sets, and you already know I had to end it off with a brutality. And that's how I got to combatant.
Rank up.
Going from combatant to warrior wasn't that bad either. Most of my opponents quit after I won the first set.
Rank up.
Going from warrior onwards is when it gets challenging. It was a constant back and forth with me winning and losing. I was making dumb mistakes and I just had to defeat my opponents by any means necessary. I made sure to take breaks in between as these later matches got my heart racing. And the last thing I didn't want to do was to be overly confident when I have a chance to rank up only to lose and be set back. It was at this point I took a more patient approach to fighting my opponents. I needed to bait them into making a mistake and mix them up like crazy. Let's look at this match where I was up against a Baraka Cyrax player who was at Master.
Up this heat.
We started walking to the left corner, and then right off the bat, this Baraka player gains the first hit as he punishes me with his back 3-1. Right as I got up, he hit me with back 3-1 again, and he had already depleted half my health. If y'all aren't aware, this was one of those day 1 teams when the game dropped because Cyrax's ambush moves help keep Baraka safe, and the chip damage is crazy. He then punishes me after he blocked the back 2-4, he gets another 30% combo and even enhances his second down back 1, which adds extra bleed damage. The round ends with him doing an air down back 1. Round 2 starts with the Baraka player jumping right into a trap as I did back 3-4. I threw out Serena's projectiles, but he blocked them. I did back 3-4 to see if he'll fall for it, but he didn't, and I chose to break out of his combo. This is where I changed my approach to the fight, and I wanted him to whiff his specials or attack strings so I can punish him for it. It was going good for the most part, but I got impatient and he whooped my ass in the end. We began the second set, and the Baraka player started to pick up what I was doing back in the first set as he stood still for a few seconds, and then he started walking towards me. I got the first hit with Lao's down back 1. I continued walking back and decided to whip out the dive kick, but got countered with Baraka's 4-4-4-4-4-4 string. But this is where I really start to mess with him, as Lao's back 3 has a low option being back 3-3. Once he started falling for that, that's where the fun began.
This is where the fun begins.
As I was abusing both back 3-3 and back 3-4. The round ends with me countering his back 3-1 with a jump kick. We start round 2, and there was a perfect opportunity for me to punish my opponent with Serena's projectiles, but I hesitated. The Baraka player proceeds to whip my ass to oblivion, but I did hit him with the fatal blow, and I guess he forgot that the first hit was a low. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough as my opponent got the win. The final round commenced, and I welcomed him to Mix Up City as I was abusing the 2 back 3 options on him. I finally managed to get a small combo as I countered him with back 2-4. We were then spaced apart and thus began a little zoning war. However, I was mostly ducking all of his projectiles and didn't throw out my own. But I tied up the scoreboard with the back 3 mix-up hell. The final set begins, and of course, I started with the back 3 mix-up, and then he proceeded to whip my ass, and then I proceeded to whip his ass in return with the back 3 mix-up hell. I eventually got the round with Lao's EX back 4-2, which is considered to be the best armored wake-up in the game. Round 2 begins, and this Baraka is going to regret teabagging in front of me. For the majority of the round, I once again was abusing the back 3 mix-up options and throwing out a few uppercuts. He took a big risk and did air death spin, but I thankfully up-blocked it. However, I whiffed my uppercut and he got me with his back 3 until I broke out of it. He then does another back 3 and got a small combo out of it, but it wasn't enough as I closed the game with the back 3-3. As you can tell, I barely did combos but still managed to get the win, and I continued this strategy going forward. In the later matches that you will see, you're going to see a Baraka, Scorpion, and a Liu Kang player who didn't bother to adapt to me ducking their attack strings. And y'all know exactly the ones I'm talking about.
I'm gonna block this whack ass mix up.
Rank up. Take 1. Action. Rank up.
Did they forget they had other options? Scorpion has 4-3-4, where the last hit is a mid. It's safe on block at -6 and can be cancelled into back 4-2. Baraka has back 3-2, where the last hit is a mid. However, it's punishable on block at -13, which is understandable, but the Baraka player y'all saw could have thrown that out since I ducked his back 3-1 a few times. Lastly, Liu Kang has back 2-1, where the last hit is a mid, and it's safe on block at -4. The Liu Kang I fought threw that out once, and that was it. He did, however, use Sub-Zero's freeze moves as a hit confirmed to back 2-3. But again, if they know that the attack string can be ducked, they should start using the alternative. Lastly, looking back at the match against that Liu Kang, I should have ended it with a throw brutality. Anyway, back to ranked.
Got motherfucking blue. Once a motherfucking good bitch, why don't you go on that motherfucking practice and let you some motherfucking combo so you can stop playing like a little pussy that you already fucking fought. Right neck ass greaseball bitch. Like, what the fuck, bitch? Last word.
Wait, what?
It was October 20th, 2025, and I had 7 days left until the season ended. The question remains, do I get past Grandmaster or do I stay there? Let's find out.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I saw that coming. I saw that coming.
Brutality. Kung Lao wins.
Season 14 has now come to a close, and after 118 matches on Kombat League, I have landed in Grandmaster. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get past it, but it's better than being demoted. Also, I mentioned in the beginning that I had 7 days left to rank up. However, I only played for 4 days within that time frame and decided to take a break for the remaining 3 days. Now, I have had experience playing ranked in other games like Apex Legends back in 2019. I didn't understand the reasoning behind the game mode, but I played it anyway. I didn't take it as seriously, but the highest rank I got was gold, I believe. Fast forward 5 years, and I rediscovered Mortal Kombat with MK1. I tried ranked once and then stopped. A year later, I tried again, and I'm satisfied with the results. Ranked is the game mode that actually tests to see if you're good at the game and brings out the worst in people.
You suck.
Oh, stop just grabbing.
Yo ass got motherfucking blue. Once a motherfucking good bitch, why don't you go on that motherfucking practice and let you some motherfucking combo so you can stop playing like a little pussy that you already fucking fat white neck ass greaseball bitch. Like what the fuck, bitch? Last word.
I didn't record me talking while I was playing, but I can assure you that I was mad at myself at times when I lost. However, I maturely handled my emotions, especially in a situation like this when we're playing a game. I don't scream my ass off or break my keyboard. Instead, I talk to myself about the mistakes I made. Then I take a deep breath and move on to the next opponent, hoping to get a win. During the 4th day of the last 7 days, I gave myself 30 minutes of ranked, and after those 30 minutes, I went outside or did some physical activity because playing video games all day is never healthy. Within the 4th day, I did 6 30-minute ranked sessions, which is 3 hours in total. That's how serious I was. I think what kept me motivated to continue with ranked matches the second time was that I was more confident in my skills after practicing combos, playing casual matches, and understanding the mechanics. The one mechanic I didn't use at all, which I probably should have, was the uppercut cancel. Basically, you counter or punish someone with a down 2 and spend 2 bars to cancel into an air combo. I didn't know all the characters' frame data and attack strings, as that's useful to use against them, but I at least knew some of them, like Johnny for example. That's the first character I played when I bought the game, and I knew how to punish him after learning his moveset. I fought a few good Homelanders, and I could not get a single win from those fights. I fought one Conan and the dude has range. Scorpion is the one character I fought the most during the journey, and a lot of them play him differently. Most of the Scorpions I fought think 10 steps ahead. They're the ones who want me to mess up so they can punish me with the spear. Most of my fights against Scorpion mains are straight up zoning wars. He has a teleport to get out of a zoning situation, but most of them decide not to use it because I can easily block it and punish them for it. So they instead wait for me to mess up, or they start using back forward 4. I also started to like Kung Lao more as I played him. I started playing him after I got the Hero's Journey skin, which looks cool. And so does the Order of Darkness skin. Look at him, he's gone from a shallow monk to a badass biker. In the beginning, I had a hard time finding the right cameo for him until I landed on Serena. Kung Lao is a meter heavy character, and thank God NRS buffed Serena by giving her a new move that buffs damage and gains meter. But what made me like him more was his mix-up game. Specifically his 2 back 3 mix-up options that I was abusing. As the fights got harder in the higher ranks, I had to be more patient and defeat my opponents by any means necessary. I had to mix them up like crazy, and the 2 back 3 options were what I needed to utilize more, and it worked. Similar to dance battles, a lot of dancers have planned sets that they use. The problem is that they become predictable, and their opponents will call them out for it, or even do the move that they predict is next. Go subscribe to his channel if you haven't. I did wish Lao had more 50-50 mix-up strings, as Johnny has a lot. It then had me looking back at previous matches as Johnny, and I wasn't mixing up my opponents enough. I definitely don't want to be that one Johnny player I fought whom I upblocked 11 times. I also realized that I like characters that have mix-up options. In fighting games, you have to make hard reads on whether the attack is going to be an overhead or a low, as one wrong guess is going to cost you. I had to be so unpredictable in the higher ranks that they couldn't touch me. And it also shows you can do very little and still get good results. Sure, combos help and are cool to watch and do, but knowing how to punish, counter, mix up, anti-air, tech throws, delay wake up, armored wake up, and many other terms are much more important than combos. If you don't believe me, then check out this Street Fighter 4 match between Gandhi and FSP. Overall, the ranked journey was a thrilling experience, and I wouldn't mind trying it again with a different character. If you guys are watching this and are curious about getting into fighting games, but are overwhelmed by what it takes to beat an opponent, just remember the things I listed off that you need to know before combos. Go to the tutorial section in the game you're playing to learn the different fighting game terms. You can also find these terms in the fighting game glossary that's linked in the description of the video. Watch YouTube tutorials about the character you're playing and start fighting. You're going to lose a lot, but that's part of the process. MK1 not only pulled me back into Mortal Kombat, but fighting games as a whole. I really took it seriously when I played Kombat League the second time, and I want to continue that level of commitment when I play other games like Street Fighter 6, Virtua Fighter 5, and many others. With that, that's going to conclude today's video. I hope you enjoyed and were inspired by it to learn fighting games too, as it's a fun-ass genre. With 2025 almost over, the channel is halfway to 2K subs, and I want to hit that goal before the year ends. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.